Hey there, dream traveler. Welcome to our little corner of stories and whispers. Before we wander the streets of history tonight, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a bedtime journey. And if you enjoy the calm, leave a like, drop a thought in the comments, and share this story with someone who could use a peaceful escape tonight. All right, ready? Let's drift into another world together. Chapter 2: The Echoes of the Streets. The sun is slipping away behind Rome's rooftops. Not rushing, just slowly melting into the sky, like honey on warm bread. The city takes a deep breath, that soft, tired sigh after a long, busy day. All around, the streets start to change their tune. A street musician, sitting by a fountain, plucks the last few notes on his worn-out lute. The melody wobbles a little. Maybe he's as tired as his strings. A small crowd, mostly locals, tosses their last copper coins into his hat. One boy claps a little too long. His mother tugs his sleeve, whispering, "Enough, we're late." The boy frowns but follows, the sound of his sandals fading away on the cobblestones. Just across the street, a poet is packing up his scrolls. He's been standing all afternoon shouting verses about love and heartbreak, which, to be fair, are basically Rome's two favorite topics. He mutters to himself something about people these days not understanding art, then stumbles home, mumbling another line that probably rhymes with wine. The air carries a mix of smells: roasted chestnuts, horse sweat, bread cooling in the baker's window. It's messy, real, and oddly comforting. Like the city itself, children's laughter still echoes from one of the narrow alleys, sharp and bright, like little bells. They're chasing each other around a stray dog, pretending he's a monster. The dog plays along, tail wagging, pretending to be ferocious. But soon, voices start calling from windows. "Marco, Lucia, come home." One by one, the laughter fades, replaced by the creak of wooden doors and the quiet hum of evening prayers. The street begins to stretch and yawn. Somewhere far off, a wagon rattles over the cobblestones, the wheels squeaking in rhythm. The horse's hooves click steadily, like a heartbeat for the whole neighborhood. You can almost count them, slow and steady, like a lullaby in disguise. Dogs bark from behind gates, answering each other across courtyards. One starts, another joins in, and soon it's like a full conversation. The kind of argument only dogs understand. Then, as quickly as it began, it stops. Silence trickles back in, soft as fog. Now the vendors close their stalls. The fruit seller brushes dust from his table, counting the coins in his palm. The smell of overripe figs lingers in the air. A woman selling flowers gathers her last wilted blossoms and tucks one behind her ear. Because why let beauty go to waste? The torches along the street begin to crackle to life. One by one, little flames flicker awake. The sound is gentle, like tiny whispers. They cast orange halos on the stone walls, and the shadows start to dance. Lazy, unhurried shadows that seem to have nowhere else to be. You can hear footsteps now, slow, wandering steps of people heading home. Their sandals scrape softly against the cobblestone. A couple walks hand in hand, not saying much. They don't need to. Their silence is its own language. Somewhere nearby, a door creaks open, then shuts again. A cat meows, maybe demanding dinner, maybe just talking to the moon. The poet's voice floats faintly through a window, still rehearsing a verse to himself. It's a little off-key, but there's heart in it. Rome forgives imperfection. It's built on it. As the night deepens, the city's noises shrink. The shouting, the trading, the clattering carts, all fade like a dream you can almost remember, but not quite. What's left are the soft things. The rustle of linen curtains, a baby crying somewhere, a man laughing softly to himself after one too many cups of wine. The temperature dips just enough to make the air feel new again. The marble walls breathe out the heat they held all day. It's that in-between moment, not quite night, not quite day, where the city feels half asleep, half awake. If you listen closely, you can almost hear Rome's heartbeat. Not loud, just steady. Like the pulse of something ancient that refuses to fade, the fountain in the square keeps murmuring. The same way it did when Caesar walked by centuries ago. The water's rhythm never changes. It's one of those sounds that's always been there, like the earth itself humming. A group of young men laugh as they carry a small table out of a tavern. They're still half drunk, still full of stories. One tries to sing, terribly, and his friends hush him. "You'll wake the gods," one jokes. The others laugh, but they lower their voices anyway. No one wants to test that theory. Above them, the sky darkens into a deep indigo. The first stars blink awake, shy but steady. A torch crackles. Somewhere, a pigeon flutters from a windowsill. The air feels slower now, thicker, like the city's wrapped itself in a blanket. It's easy to forget how alive Rome sounds at night. Not loud, just breathing. If you follow the sound of footsteps down a narrow lane, you might pass an old man sweeping his doorstep. He doesn't look up. He's done this every night for 30 years. The broom makes a soft shh, shh sound, the kind that could almost lull you to sleep. You might hear whispers too, lovers leaning close under a balcony, sharing secrets that'll never make it past tonight. Or maybe it's just the wind playing tricks again, sliding between the cracks of old stone walls, carrying words from one century to another. Even the statues seem to listen. The marble faces glow faintly in the torchlight, silent witnesses to the city's endless conversations. If they could talk, maybe they'd complain about the pigeons. Or maybe they'd just tell stories about the nights when Rome was young. Somewhere far off, a church bell rings, slow, patient, echoing through the sleeping streets. Each note rolls over the rooftops and disappears into the night. The poet's gone. The musicians are asleep. The dogs curl up beside doors. The vendors dream of busy mornings. And the city, finally, exhales. What's left is the gentle symphony of a place that never truly goes quiet, only softer, kinder. The sound of a torch crackling, a single pair of footsteps, the distant splash of water, a sigh, maybe yours, maybe the city's. This is Rome after the chaos, when the noise turns into music, and the streets, finally, remember how to whisper. So listen, because these echoes, the laughter that faded, the footsteps that pass, the torches that hum, they're what make the night feel alive. And as the moon climbs higher, and the last window shutters close, you can almost hear it. The soft ancient voice of the city saying, "Sleep well. We'll wake again soon."